Right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum salam.
Right. Alhamdulillah, we are in this program called A Glimmer of Hope, in which we have interviewed some of our students, the reverts. Most of them are reverts, in order to get to know them and inshallah to hopefully find some inspiration, right, in how you are able to be guided by Allah to Islam, right? First of all, can I know what is your name?
My name's Jake.
Right. And how old are you, Jake?
I'm 22.
22. Great. And when did you first start to? Sorry, and your ethnicity, please.
I was born in England.
Okay. And
Um,
but your dad is?
yeah, my dad's Colombian.
Yep.
My mother's Cypriot, Greek Cypriot.
Okay. Can you speak Greek and can you speak Spanish?
No,
No.
no,
Okay. So you were born here, right?
yeah.
Um. So Alhamdulillah, I would just like to say congratulations and may Allah continue to guide you for having taken the Shahadah just perhaps about what?
Inshallah.
Almost 2 weeks, isn't it true?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Almost 2 weeks. Still a baby, but a very who is growing very fast, alhamdulillah. And I know because you have come to me and we chatted a lot on the internet, right? Um, just please tell everybody, how did you first discover about Islam? At what age did you find out about your interest in the religion? Because as teenagers, people are more interested in the games, in girls, and all this, right? But what makes you more interested in the religion?
I think it's because I've always believed in God, um,
Yes.
and as for me, it was just about um, trying to find the truth in an unbiased way, and I just approached every situation in that manner. So where I went to a Church of England school, primary school, I started off with Bible studies, and
So
then
were you brought up as a Christian?
not exactly.
Okay.
I just went to a Church of England school, so it's kind of just the environment I was in.
How old were you
Um,
then?
um, I was in I don't know, maybe 7,
8.
yeah,
Okay.
7, 8,
Right.
yeah. Um, but I wasn't really taking it in. It wasn't only until I got a little bit older when I really started to try and find the truth. And yeah, I studied many different religions and like walks of life, and it just eventually led me to Islam. I felt like um, there's no there's no contradictions. Everything makes sense. So from where I'm trying to find the truth, I'm receiving my answers within Islam. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And you took Shahada at Regent's Park Mosque, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Um, so on that day itself, how did you or who brought you to the mosque?
Uh, I went myself.
And this is amazing because I've never heard of anybody whom I know or whom I've taught before that they went by themselves, right? Because usually they would have some Muslim brothers who brought them and all this, but you went by yourself with a certain conviction that that's it. This is how I'm going to lead my life, inshallah. Isn't it true? Right?
Yeah.
Were
Yeah.
you were you scared before you come to the mosque that because you
Um.
heard from the media, right?
Mhm.
Well,
No,
how
no, no,
media
no.
portray Muslims, how they are and all this.
Yeah. In all honesty, it wasn't even my intention to take the shahada there and then, but by God's will, I went there with questions, and as I had my questions answered,
Alhamdulillah.
I know what I believe, and I'm not gonna procrastinate when it comes to my God. So,
Okay.
um, yeah,
So your questions were answered, whatever things that you
yeah,
wanted to know.
yeah.
Okay. What? Tell me one, if you can. Tell me one question that you were really curious and that you were suddenly answered. Alhamdulillah.
Um, it was okay. For example, the prayer. I felt like before I could take my shahadah, I had to know how to pray and do certain things. So before,
Yes.
like months and months and weeks before, I cut out a lot of bad habits that I was doing, and I tried to replace them with good habits.
Yes.
And yeah, I feel like one of the last sort of steps for me was learning how to pray, and then I just thought, if I took my shahada, and then I can learn how to pray after.
Yep.
Inshallah,
Alhamdulillah.
inshallah.
Yes. And so, and you did tell me, right? And how did we meet? I can't remember. Who? Oh,
Uh,
Ricky, right?
yeah,
One of my students, isn't it true? He met you
yes,
on that day that you took Shahada, right? And he gave me your number, and we called, and you did say that, and Alhamdulillah, I mean, the thing that really struck me was that when you said that you even started to pray 5 times a day when you just started, isn't it true, right?
yeah,
And you did tell me that even though you don't understand what you were saying or what you were supposed to say, you felt quite peaceful, right, when you were praying.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Uh, and has never been felt before in terms of your finding of a spiritual peace and well-being. You have never felt before.
Yeah, it's certainly different. It's
Okay.
a good feeling.
Right. So, alhamdulillah, after about 10 days or so with me, you have, um, well, mastered. The alpha.
Oh, this the signal.
Okay,
Sorry, the signal cut out a bit.
it's all right. Okay, come. فَمَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ.
Oh, أعوذ بالله
أعوذ
أعوذ
بالله من
بالله
الشيطان
من
الرجيم.
الشيطان الرجيم. بسم
بسم
الله
الله.
الرحمن الرحيم.
Yes.
الحمد لله
Alhamdulillah.
الحمد لله رب العالمين. إياك نعبد.
Is there a signal problem? Okay, shall we
Sorry,
start all over
sorry.
again, please?
Yeah, yeah.
Shall we start from أعوذ بالله again, please?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Yes.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Yes.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Yes.
الرحمن الرحيم.
Ar-Rahmanir Rahim.
الرحمن الرحيم.
Maliki.
مالك يوم الدين.
Yes.
اهدنا الصراط
Iyyaka na'budu.
إياك نعبد إياك نستعين. اهدنا
Yes.
الصراط المستقيم.
Yes.
صراط الذين
La
أنعمت
siratal ladzina.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Mean.
آمين.
Yes. I know it's not fair to put you under all this pressure, but you did
Yeah, you
only
did.
a few minutes ago. You did so much better, but I know this is pressure, not fair on
It
me.
was
But
quite on the
alhamdulillah,
spot.
this is amazing that you make this effort and to know this within what 1 week. Alhamdulillah, right? And this is how it is because we are seeking knowledge all the time. We always try to improve ourselves, and this is, as you know, the prayer is a pillar, one of the main pillars of Islam. So. Um, what advice do you give people who are or who were in your footstep before, in the sense of trying to learn about the truth? What do you advise them?
Ask questions.
Okay,
Ask questions. Definitely ask questions. Yeah, and um, and read, seek the knowledge.
all the time, yeah.
All the
Okay,
time.
and what other things are you hoping for to achieve as a Muslim, inshallah?
Um, I haven't actually thought that far ahead. I'd say probably I just wanna I just wanna do right by Allah.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. May Allah make it easy for you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide you in the right path. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue, right? Also to go, of course, to lead you, right, to a path that will lead you to Jannatul Firdaus in paradise. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course, guide all your family members in the right members in the right path, right? It's a pleasure to talk to you. And
Pleasure to
inshallah, yeah, we will see each other, of course, inshallah, almost on a weekly basis in our lessons, right?
inshallah.
Um, but coincidentally, has our lessons within us, is it helpful to your um
Yeah, most definitely, very helpful.
yeah,
You're a very good
alhamdulillah.
teacher.
Oh,
Alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair. And inshallah we'll see you soon. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.